At the Capitol now, Governor Kathy Hochul signing a new bill into law requiring camps and youth sports programs to have a plan to implement defibrillators.
Our Capitol correspondent Jamie DeLine tells us more about how it could help save lives.
Every second matters, and every second can be the difference between life and death for a patient who suffered a cardiac arrest.
And in those precious seconds, this machine has proven to be a lifesaver.
Automated external defibrillators are the key to lengthening the ability to take care of patients who have an arrest in the field. And what we're trying to do is shorten the time in the chain of survival to get patients from the field to our emergency department and to the hospital.
While AEDs have already been implemented in schools, a new law signed by Governor Hochul on Friday now requires camps and youth sports programs to establish a plan to have them as well.
They have to include in their plan that someone is going to be trained and that they're going to have an equipment checklist, but there's not a hard and fast deadline. And hopefully we're going to work towards getting some funding available to help them, for those that can't afford it, make sure that every kid and every sports group has access to getting it.
Bill Smith, District 7 Youth Commissioner for New York State Softball, supports the legislation and says he'd like to see money allocated for AEDs.
These are not cheap machines by any measure, but at the end of the day, money doesn't matter when it comes to saving someone's life.
Downstate Senator Shelley Mayer has been working on getting the legislation signed for years after two of her constituents were saved by AEDs at sporting events. But it wasn't until an event years later that the law was signed.
We had Damar Hamlin of the Buffalo Bills, and I was watching as a Bills fan that day, and everyone's just was on bated breath.
Back in January, Damar Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest during a football game in Cincinnati. The quick actions of his athletic trainers helped save his life. Hamlin releasing a statement saying, quote, "My journey has shown us that no one expects cardiac arrest to happen, and we all need to be prepared." Reporting in Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine.